Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading. It's good to see you. This is a timeless collective reading for anyone with major Leo placements, or if you were just intuitively guided here, I'm sure there's a message for you as well. Okay, so I actually got the nudge to do your reading last Friday. It's now Tuesday. And it made perfect sense to me at the time because Friday was the day after the new moon in Leo. So it just made sense. And so I actually filmed your entire reading from start to finish on Friday, and there were some really powerful messages that came through. But afterwards, when I was sitting with it, I could just tell there was something not fully formed about it, or some underlying energy that I hadn't hit on because it wasn't fully formed. It's almost like your reading was in the oven, but not fully cooked. That's how I would describe it. So I didn't post it. And now, like I said, it's Tuesday, so it's been several days, and I just feel like your energy has completely changed in this time. And it's almost like I keep getting this image of you tumbling, almost like tumbling down a hill, or like clothes tumbling in a dryer. But what that really means, I feel, is yes, you may have experienced kind of a rough, bumpy, rocky ride over the last several days, internally, if not also externally. But really, this tumbling process it's the process of refinement, like how you tumble a crystal to make it smooth. So you have been refining your own sense of self, your own personal truth, and I feel like you're emerging from a period of confusion into a period of clarity about something. So I'm just going to quickly share a few of the messages that came through before. I'm being guided to do that, and then we'll go ahead and pull cards together. I have not pulled any yet. Not today. So the first thing that came through for you on Friday was that you have had a change of heart. You've had a change of heart about something, and you just want change in general. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. There was guidance for you to practice being confident, because there is some kind of offer or opportunity coming into your life that you are going to be guided to take. A new direction that you're being called to walk, a new passion that you're being called to pursue. However it comes into your life, you want to be able to take it. And when it comes into your life, it might trigger some anxiety, some self-doubt. I've been picking up on like a ton of self-doubt. It might make you feel a little bit timid or unsure of yourself. But the advice that came through for you was literally the Sun card, which is, to me at the time, it felt like Spirit was saying, fake it till you make it. Be bold, be courageous, which is what you do best, right? Tap into that amazing fire energy that is innate to your being and practice being confident. That's how you get confident. Do not wait until you feel confident to do something. You do the thing and then build confidence. I think that was the gist of everything. I'm sure there's other things I'm forgetting, but if Spirit wants... Oh, you also got the Hanged Man. That's right. I knew there was one other thing. The Hanged Man came through for you as well. So maybe some of you have been experiencing a delay. In some way, shape, or form, the Hanged Man usually indicates there's a delay in your creation process or your manifestation process. Something just isn't coming together as quickly as you would hope. However, the Hanged Man always is divine. As frustrating, and trust me, I know, as frustrating as the Hanged Man experience can be, it is always it is always divine. Either the universe has something so much better in store for you than you could even imagine, and it's going to bring it to you in due time, or you are experiencing internal conflict about what you really want, and that internal tug and pull is what's slowing down the manifestation process. As frustrating as that is, it is a good thing that it's taking longer to arrive, because you're being given an opportunity by yourself to get crystal clear on what you want, rather than kind of sort of clear on what you want. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead. Hopefully my voice will stay with us. Let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm just using the classic borderless Rider-Waite-Smith for you. All right. There's some kind of cycle closing out relative to your relationship to your mind. Part of this refinement process that you're moving through is part of the refinement process that you're moving through is realizing, how would I say that? Well, simply realizing that your mind does not control you. And all those thoughts of self-doubt, they don't mean anything unless you make them mean something, right? So you may have been stuck in a pattern your whole life, maybe up to this point, where, you know, you're thinking and believing to yourself, well, I've never been confident, or this kind of scenario never works out for me. Whatever it is, this painful thought pattern, right? Like, you're kind of waking up in the dream. You're waking up in the dream to the dream of your thoughts. And I'm getting this feeling that you're going, oh, no, wait a minute. I don't have to keep thinking that. I can change my story. Yeah. Okay. Show me what Leo's going through. Yes. Oh, good. 3 of Wands. Beautiful. Yes. You're starting to take action on this new vision, new sense of direction, or new passion that has taken hold within you. The 2 of Wands right before, that's all about planning, strategizing, kind of processing a cycle that has closed, processing all of the lessons you've learned from it, and using that information to decide how you want to proceed. Now, the 3 of Wands is you starting to proceed. I feel like you are tapping into that innate, bold, brave courage that you have. It's a gift that you have to be so courageous. You're really connecting in with that energy, stepping into divine masculine leadership energy, even if it's just being the leader of yourself, the leader of your own life, and choosing to take a step forward. You don't know 10 steps ahead. You can never know 10 steps ahead, but you have just enough clarity now that you feel confident to take the next couple of steps ahead. Let's clarify this. Tell me a little bit more. Sometimes the 3 of Wands, at least in my experience, sometimes the 3 of Wands can come with this undertone of heaviness. Like you're really having to dig in to that courage in your heart to, well, okay, I'm hearing like pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Okay. And not necessarily trudge forward in this awful way, but like you're having to generate your own momentum here to get yourself started, to get yourself moving. And that can be a little bit difficult, but you're definitely doing it. You're definitely doing it. Tell me more. Two of Cups. Okay. And let's get one more. Wow, Leo. 6 of Wands. success, victory, feeling so proud of yourself. Whoa. Okay, so the Two of Cups could be a couple of different things. Either, well, no matter what, no matter how it's manifesting externally, I can tell you for sure, you are merging and unifying with your own heart, soul, and higher self. This is that process. This is the result of the refinement that you've been going through. All of the internal bickering and battles you've been fighting within yourself. I want to go this way, but I don't want to go that way. I want to be bold, but I just want to be safe. I mean, however it's been showing up for you, right? That internal bickering has been allowing you to get exceptionally clear on what your heart is actually telling you. And now I feel like you're really merging. You're merging with your own soul. You might be receiving very clear messages from spirit or just from your body in general, from your own heart and higher self. Now, this could be reflected to you externally through a heart-centered relationship with somebody else. 11:22 on the timer. You might be feeling more unified with somebody outside of you, whether it's a romantic relationship or just a best friend, whoever you feel connected to on a heart-centered level. Relationships in general will be harmonizing if they are not already. Okay. You've just really alchemized any kind of self-doubt. You've done an incredible job alchemizing self-doubt. And that doesn't mean you don't have moments, because we're human. That's normal. But you're not letting your negative, fearful thoughts control you. It's just as simple as that. You've developed a completely new relationship to your own mind, and that's true victory. So you're moving forward, you're marching forward, feeling more confident, truly confident than ever before, even in moments where you feel kind of wobbly. Show me Leo's general energy. Self-mastery. 8 of Pentacles. You're doing something, yes, you have been doing something over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for a very long time. That's the refinement. It's literally the process of refinement. Ace of Wands, which also came up for you in the last reading. Yeah, it's like you've put in all the work, maybe over the course of weeks, some of you maybe years. You've been putting in the work, maybe the work that nobody sees. You know, the figure in the 8 of Pentacles, he's removed from his village or his city. He's practicing his craft in isolation so that he can focus and become the master of it. Okay? And I feel like because you've been putting in all this work, some that people see and some work that they don't see, right? You're now aligning with or manifesting for yourself this incredible opportunity. An offer or an opportunity is coming into your life, and you're ready for it. You've prepared. So this could look like you refining your own energy, you refining your relationship to your own mind. This could be self-mastery. And or it could look like a craft, right? Like me reading tarot. I read tarot every single day. That's the only reason why I'm good at it, is because I've done it 70 bajillion thousand times. And I still don't feel like I'm where I want to be with it, right? But I'm never going to stop. So it could be with a particular practice or craft, something very tangible, right? But this is repetition, lining you up with a new sense of direction because you are ready for it. It's like that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. it's like that, but with your path. When you're ready, the opportunities that you want appear. What is this Ace of Wands? The Five of Cups, with the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you're quite simply very, very ready to choose a direction that is going to fortify your new practice. Remember I said practice being confident? That came through for you before. And the closing message in that reading as well was practice happiness. Practice feeling the way that you want to feel now. Don't wait. Do not hesitate. So that was a very strong message. And I feel like maybe in some way that's the thing you've been practicing. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. I'll get back to the Five of Cups in a second. I'm just thinking out loud. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. And the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's almost like you've been fighting for yourself. You've been fighting for your own peace. You've been fighting for your deeper desires. Fighting maybe against external energies, maybe fighting within yourself, but you've really been steadfast in not letting go of that highest vision that you have for yourself. It's hard sometimes on the day-to-day, process, on a day-to-day level. It can be hard to stay connected to that bigger picture vision. I was also getting, don't get lost in the details. Don't get lost in the details. I feel like you have done that. You've stayed connected to that bigger picture vision and you've continued to fight for it. You've definitely moved on from something, and you're going to continue to move on from something. This Ace of Wands, this opportunity that's coming into your life, it's going to allow you to create an entire new sense of equilibrium, energetic, maybe even financial. If you have a business, maybe within your business, however it's showing up, it's going to reinforce this new center point that you're creating within yourself, that you've been working so diligently to create within yourself. For some of you, there might be a relationship that did not go the way you wanted. And something about this new path or opportunity that's opening up for you, it's going to allow you to heal from that on another level. 1818. Let's pull some oracle cards. I haven't done that yet. Tell me more about what Leo's going through. Journey. Yep. Surrender. This is taking me back to what I said a few minutes ago about not knowing 10 steps ahead. You are surrendering to the fact that you don't know where this journey is going to take you ultimately, but you're able to surrender because you know you're on your path. You know you're on your path, and that makes all the difference. Okay, so what's the advice for Leo? The Lovers. Okay. Clarify the Lovers. Okay. Yes, Four of Swords. Prioritizing your relationship to spirit, your higher self, prioritizing your spiritual path. That's the thing that is going to bring you the greatest mental peace. Okay. Choose your own peace. First and foremost, above all else, choose peace of mind. Very specifically, peace of mind. The Four of Swords coming right after the three, to me that indicates maybe some of you are coming out of an experience of heartache or heartbreak. Part of what that relationship has taught you is how to choose your own peace, how to have a healthier relationship to your own thoughts, right? Okay. This Lover's card is ultimately about choosing yourself. And choosing yourself right now really looks like prioritizing your path, your passion, your spiritual connection. And relationships around you are going to be what they are as a result of that. Okay. So what would choosing yourself today look like? What would prioritizing your mental health and mental peace look like today? Three of Pentacles. And the World. There it is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're just ending a cycle of trying to prove your worth. You're releasing the thought patterns that fuel the idea you have to prove your worth. No, you don't. No, you don't. So very soon, you're already doing it, but very soon you're going to be stepping into a whole new soul cycle relative to self-worth, knowing the value that you bring to the table completely, unwaveringly, and therefore showing up from a place of true confidence, rather than feeling like, oh my gosh, how am I going to convince these people that I'm like worth their time, or that they want to be with me, or that I have something valuable to offer. Nope. All of that is dissolving. All of that is dissolving. Let's get some journal prompts for you from my journal prompt deck. What are you afraid to admit to yourself? Maybe you're afraid to admit that you want something, or that maybe you're afraid to admit that you're actually ready for something new, even though part of you might still be feeling timid. What are you afraid to admit to yourself? What do you want your future self to say about you? And let's get one more. Ooh, can fate and free will coexist? I love that one. In my opinion, they can only exist because of each other. They must exist in tandem. Neither would exist without the other. But there's something here about being the author of your own story. You know, I'm just hearing rewiring your brain to believe that you have that kind of power. You do have the power to rewrite your story, and maybe it's your destiny or fate to do so. Let's get a closing message from Earth and Bone Oracle by Syrian Shadow. Closing message for Leo. Number 25, Burrow. Ooh, exhaustion, questioning motivations, and realignment. Let's see what the guidebook says. Your soul has had a growth spurt. Yes. Tremendous change and transformation are upon you and within your inner knowing, regardless whether you are conscious or subconscious of the change. I think they meant unconscious. You may be tired because your soul is trying to match your energetic vibration to a new reality. Yes, the heaviness in the Three of Wands. It is trying to align you with who you are on a deeper soulful level. In being out of alignment, there is a need to match your inner self to your physical self, which is like playing catch up, and it is leaving you tired. Do not fret. There are things you can do to strengthen your connection with yourself and receive from the universe. Practice meditation, which is also the Four of Swords in your advice. That's about meditation. Practice meditation so that you may commune and meet with your true self in order to see what it is that you truly desire. Open yourself up and practice vulnerability. Do not push shame aside. Embrace the feelings that may be uncomfortable and do whatever it is that your soul begs you to pursue. In regard to people who may criticize while you embrace your authenticity and vulnerability, remember their feedback is invalid if they are not the ones stepping up to the plate or facing off in the arena. Faith and vulnerability bring you closer to your higher self and who you are destined to be. Embrace past feelings and memories that make you uncomfortable and learn to heal them. Think of what makes you feel suppressed, self-doubt, and acknowledge it, but never let it control your path or direction. Listen to your heart and create stillness to hear it. Spend time in nature and connect with its flow of energetic healing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you, Leo. I hope this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. The journal prompts and all my links will be in the description box. I'll see you again soon. Bye.